My last guest in this particular program brings to us something that we launched this earlier this week, and already people went just bananas. 14,000 people picked up the phone lines and went, that's the perfect gift. Now, I know the hour is all about gifts for the cook, but this could be for any household, any individual. You're going to get not one or two or even three, but 4 Kuhn Rikon kitchen and multi-use shears. Kuhn Rikon is one of the finest cutlery makers in the world. And when we say sharp, they are as sharp as anything I've ever seen. They're like scissors, but they cut through things that scissors can't cut through. This is Mark Charles Masilli, who quite frankly should not be allowed around sharp objects.
I've been told that many times, but yet they still let me do it.
How are you?
Good, my friend. And with you around, it makes it even worse.
Well, we're going to cut all kinds of things here, but now that we're looking at a set of 4, and they're gift boxed this year.
And they're gift boxed, color coded. We've done a great collection, Dan, I think, with the colors too. So whether you choose like a neon, you get all those bright colors. We say that these snips work in 4 areas of your home: garden, kitchen, craft, and garage. So the fact that this year we're bringing 4, I know we're talking about the whole stocking stuffer and one for 4 different gifts. But the fact is, if you're going to buy one set for yourself, you've not covered all 4 areas in your home. And think about it, because they're 4 different colors, you know that the green one belongs in the kitchen, the red one's in the garage.
That's a good idea.
So I love that. I think it's a one for me, one for you kind of gift. One set for your home because you need 4 in 4 areas, and then you have 4 great stocking stuffers for anybody in your life.
Now,
that's my opinion.
I think it's a great idea. And there's, crazily enough, there's all kinds of things in our life that are 10 times harder to open today than they were a decade ago.
Yeah, crazily. I don't know why, but if you take something thick like this, I mean, look at this. This is a mat, which is a rubber mat. I'm just showing you the strength of these. Would you take your regular scissors and be able to glide through that thickness all the way across, self-sharpening, non-rustable stainless steel with a 1-finger lock? Look at that. So as opposed to conventional scissors, which we all know and love, you have to be righty and lefty. And notice, Dan, there's no spring in there, so all the strength is in your wrist. With this, watch this, I squeeze, I'm gonna open that latch, and see that spring? 70% of the strength is now being used up in that spring. Lefty or righty.
And Kuhn Rikon blades.
Family-owned company, 100 years, Swiss engineer.
And it does make a difference. Everything that you get on a pegboard sail rack now has these blister packs that nobody can open.
Otherwise known as clam pack. I'm doing some tin real quick, but let me show you what Dan's talking about. Do you know this? This is called the devil's packaging.
Yes, exactly right.
The proper term is called clam packing. It's an anti-theft device. The problem is when you get it home and you've paid for it and not stolen it,
you still can't get it out.
You still can't get it open. So here's the thing. What I like to say is, if this is worth the price of admission, it's worth the price of admission for this alone. Because nowadays, I'm doing the batteries. Do you know that razors come in this? Medications come in this?
Yes.
Children's toys. What else do we got? Oh, toothbrushes, personal care, all in this clam pack. For that alone, I think these are worth the price of admission. That's my opinion.
Show me the colors that we've got, because we do have some options for you.
We have 4 collections.
These are down here at the bottom. Now, again, already extremely popular. New this week, over 14,000 people on the phone lines. But when they're gone, we can't go back and get more. So this bright colored set right here you're referring to as?
It's neon.
Nice.
And notice that they're super bright. We've never done this bright before. This is fun, a little retro, but it's fun. I think the neon is really, really bright.
The second set that's available to you here
is jewel tone. So that's the jewel tone. Now we mimic that after a sapphire, a ruby, an emerald, and an amethyst. You don't have to worry about what those calls. Just call jewel. You're going to get 1 of each. That's the beauty. You don't choose the green, the blue, and the purple.
You're going to get
1 of each.
4 individually gift box. The next set
we're calling
right
Harvest. So notice we got that pumpkin orange, that olive green, that great red, and a classic black. So this is a great set for the guy, because I think with the red, the black, and the green alone, and the orange, 4 categories for a guy. I think.
And if you're a traditionalist, we all have those orange-handled scissors.
That's right.
And then here's our pastels.
And those are, we're calling them sorbet.
Sorbet.
So think of like that ice cream parlor shop with all the ice in it. It's soft, it's pastel-y. Here's the thing. I was on with Kirsten yesterday, and we were talking about the fact that this is the great gift closet set. Because if you ever need a gift at the last minute, this is something like pull them out And they work all year, by the way, okay? Because past Christmas, the sorbet, Easter time, I know we're not thinking spring. I always like to think ahead. But gift, closet, I think that's just my opinion.
You are a forward thinker, my friend.
I like to think so.
Always.
Okay, so let's talk about stuff. We did the tin, right? We did the carpet.
Yeah, that cut through metal.
And the tile, by the way. Let's do a piece of tile, just to show you, so you don't need to use an X-Acto blade. It'll cut right there and give you that sharp edge. Isn't that great?
And your fingers are away from, usually your cutting surface.
Now, so that's the garage, let's just say. Okay, now let's go into crafting. If you are somebody who works with material, quilting, this will cut through beautifully with, look at that, nice razor sharp edge. Okay, big into gift wrapping, whether you have, this has actually got the ribbon that actually has the wire in it. Cuts right through that. Wrapping paper, so all the basic crafts, if you're doing felt, any kind of that. We're gonna go into here, and this is kind of like garage meets crafting because I've got a lot of jewelry wire. This is that thick jewelry wire when you're doing, making some great jewelry. And then this is a thinner wire that you do for crafting. And then this is that green wire that you use for when you do dried flowers and stuff and making wreaths.
Floral wire, by the way, is one of the greatest contraptions in the world. It's right up there with duct tape.
Now,
you can use it for anything.
If we're going electrician, if we're doing any kind of like sound system, so there's that in there, cable, and I'm doing this, is got copper wire. Notice the same snips I'm doing this
There's
with.
something nice about having a precision tool in your hand.
Yep, always, right?
Instead of, again, we're used to those plastic scissors. You're going to get a full set of 4. They're the ultimate kitchen shears. You've only been on the air with this once.
Once. This is the second time.
Launched yesterday.
This is the second time.
With over 14,000 people that were actively on the phone lines for it. Look how sharp that is.
Did you know that these are the same snips that I did all of those wires, the tile and the carpet, and that's what I have. Look at this. Look at this.
Perfect.
Come on, that's awesome. This is a thin thing.
We're gonna go off. Say hello to Carolyn. Carolyn's here in Pennsylvania. Carolyn, good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm fine. How about yourself?
Fantastic.
Doing good. We get to play with sharp objects. It's a good day for boys.
A little dangerous, but they let us once in a while.
Yes. We had to sign release forms.
We do every time.
How can we help you out, Carolyn?
Well, I'm always hollering at those plastic containers that he showed that I can't get into.
Oh, wait, let me get them for you again. You mean these?
Clamshells, yep.
The clam pack, what I call devil's packaging?
Yes, indeed. And then out in the yard for just cutting, berry bushes back or whatever. I do want to give 2 pair away for Christmas. And I'll keep 2 pair and keep 1 pair upstairs and the other pair down. But are these good for lobster tail and
yes.
Not shrimp, clam? My mind is on blank. Not clams, crab shells. And,
go right through it. Yep. Here's a test I'll show you. Let me show you something, Carolyn. If you ever, I buy this chicken every single week in the supermarket. It's that rotisserie chicken that's all pre-made for you. So this, along with what you're saying is, look, I can actually go through the breastplate.
Right through the bone.
So you know that I can actually do the shells of and a straight edge for the lobster and the crabs you're talking about.
And people wouldn't think of scissors in the kitchen, Carolyn, but instead of pizza wheels for cutting pizza, the scissors actually work easier.
They do.
And they're Kuhn Rikon. They were built for the kitchen.
And the fact that you can open your packages first, Carolyn, right? So if your crabs come in a package from the freezer, you can actually open that up with these, right? Then take them out. Now this is a ham steak, but again, whether it's a meat or crabs or chicken or lobster, you can then cut your meats and make your own tenderloins or your, whatever you want, right?
We just don't recommend that you put it in the pot where you drop your batteries.
This is my dump pot. You're not supposed to look at that.
That's your secret sauce. Gotcha.
Kuhn Rikon made my famous potato peeler, and I wouldn't live without it.
And how long have you had that potato peeler?
Oh my goodness, maybe 8 years.
Yes.
I'm telling you, it's Swiss engineering. It sounds silly, but you know that watch you always got? You always look for the little red cross on it because you knew it was Swiss engineering? That's what I love about Kuhn Rikon. Swiss engineering, that's going to be the better mousetrap, if you will, to something that we all know and love, which is just a pair of scissors. They just did it right, I think.
Right. Well, you guys have a good day, and thanks for the great products.
Thank you,
Carolyn. Be
Bye-bye.
well. It breaks down to about $7.50 a gift.
Boxed.
So
go and go.
This is a great way to be able to make sure that you're giving a gift that someone will use, appreciate, and thank you for. Now,
I think so.
We have, again, different colors, and we'll run through these. First time that you've ever done, you're calling these neons?
Neon, that's the neon set.
Those are the real
you
bright
get
ones.
one of each color.
Gift box. These are jewel tones.
Yep.
Gift box. These are the autumn or harvest.
Harvest, yep.
And then you're referring to these as the
Sorbet.
sorbets.
Yep.
So $29.98. That is another easy gift. Thank you, my friend.
You sounded a little lofty when you said sorbet. Is it
Sorbet.
too lofty of a word? Should we tone it down a little bit?